Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Yes, it's been a minute, but I'm back and we have something very interesting to talk about today. The last time I mentioned this person's name on this show, I got a barrage of comments telling me how much of an idiot I am, which is fantastic. But now that Lukaku has joined Chelsea, I'm all on board. I'm ready to back him to the fullest. He is a Chelsea player after all. It's the badge that counts the most, and I'm totally in for this. So today we're going to be talking about what is the best front three for Lukaku to utilize Lukaku's powers to get us to the promised land. Yeah, anyway, before I get into all of that, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much to the new subscribers again. Let's take a breather. Let's take it in. And let's get right into it. Right. So there's so many different formations. Well, not formations, but like people that can come into this front three. Players that can come into this front three. I mean, looking at, obviously it's Lukaku, Havertz, Pulisic, Werner, Ziyech when he's not injured, and Mason Mount. So I think it's going to be very interesting to kind of see Tuchel's lineup against Arsenal. For me, I think that, my first initial thing is to go with two strikers almost, play Lukaku off, Werner off Lukaku. I think there might be a nice relationship there that could build. But yeah, anyway, the combinations that I've come up with so far. So it's Lukaku, Havertz, Mount. Lukaku, Werner, Havertz, Lukaku, Werner, Pulisic, Lukaku, Mount, Pulisic, Lukaku, Havertz, Ziyech, Lukaku, Werner, Ziyech, and Lukaku, Ziyech, and Mount. Obviously, maybe there's some things that I'm missing. You guys can let me know in the comments if there's any combinations that I probably missed out on. But the three important ones for me, and the ones that I think would work the most, would be Lukaku, Werner, and Havertz. Lukaku, Ziyech, and Werner, and Lukaku, Havertz, and Mount. And I'll explain why I think those would work. Firstly, with Lukaku, Werner, and Havertz, I think those three can gel well together. Obviously, the partnership between the two Germans, we see it in most matches, how it works with Werner and Havertz, and how Havertz is always looking for Timo Werner when he makes the run. How Timo Werner is also always looking for Havertz to make that pass to, so he can make the finish or create that distance. Obviously, we saw how it worked in the Champions League final, where Timo Werner made the run that had the defenders chasing after him and left that gap open for Havertz to run right through. So I think this is, with those two and that relationship going into, them building this relationship with Lukaku up front, I think that could work. I think, again, it's going to put a lot of pressure off Timo Werner, and he might get out of his head and kind of do what he needs to on the pitch and maybe not miss as much because he's overthinking things. And you might think, okay, well, where does that leave Mount? Obviously, we need Mount in this team at all times. He is the heartbeat of Chelsea at this point. And I think Mount should go into that battle between Kovacic, Jorginho, and N'Golo Kante. I think Mount should be in there, obviously as a more of an attacking part of the three, but I think that he can kind of fit in. I mean, if you look at right now with N'Golo Kante's injuries, if we're going in there with Jorginho as the holding, I think Kovacic and Mount can play the two in front of Jorginho and just get that balance in between them, while the three up front, Kai, Werner, and Lukaku, do what they need to up front. I think that, obviously there was a couple of matches that Mount played last season where he was almost in the center of the park and it didn't work out too well. But I think that could work now with that focal point up front. I think that changes the whole dynamic of the team, and it's going to be interesting to see. Moving on to another one where I think is a very good one is Lukaku, Ziyech, and Werner. And I think playing both Lukaku and Werner up front almost with Ziyech as a 10 to make those passes, to find the runs of either Lukaku or Werner. I think that would again make the team, give the team a whole new dynamic, especially going forward against different teams. So and again, I think for Werner, it's important for him to take these chances and kind of relax and be like, okay, the pressure is not on me. I'm not the 90 million signing. That's Lukaku. The pressure is more on him. Everyone's looking at him. So I have the freedom to kind of run around and take my chances when I need to. So it's important for, I've always stated that this Lukaku signing is most beneficial for Timo Werner, because I think it takes a lot more pressure off him, and he can do what we know he can do and what he was doing at Leipzig before he came to Chelsea. But still, that doesn't take away from I think he had a wonderful season. Obviously, the sitters that he missed, everyone is going to cry about that. I think he himself is kicking himself when he sees those back. But 12 goals in all competition, not bad for your first season, and a few assists. So I'm totally still team Timo Werner, and we keep it moving. And lastly, Lukaku, Havertz, and Mount. I think that might also work. The fact that Havertz runs into those spaces and creates those gaps for Lukaku to get into, and Mount obviously with his passion and drive when he runs at defenders and takes shots, it might create some disorganization in a lot of defenses, and I think that could work also. So those are kind of my three combinations that I think would work. Now, looking at Arsenal, the game against Arsenal, I'm going to go for Lukaku, Werner, and Havertz, and like I said, Mount into that middle three with Jorginho as holding Kovacic and Mount alongside him. I think that could work against Arsenal. I feel like putting that pressure on Arsenal from the get-go, having Timo Werner, Lukaku, and Havertz going at them is fantastic. Obviously, as you guys can see, I didn't mention Pulisic that much in this conversations. I've already spoken about how I feel about that. But so I just think that would work for Arsenal, and it would definitely put this Arsenal backline under pressure. Ben White definitely is going to suffer with Lukaku around, and it's going to be fantastic to see. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your combinations are in the comments below. Do you maybe have a different idea? Do you maybe think Mount should be playing alongside Lukaku and maybe Werner or Kai? It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough season, and it's going to be important for Thomas Tuchel to kind of, keep everyone happy. And I think that with Lukaku coming in, it's going to make his job a little bit harder, but I think he can do it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, it's just one of those exciting moments right before a big game, a London derby. So it's going to be fantastic. We need to beat Arsenal, and we'll see how it happens. Anyway, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again for everyone's support. And enjoy the football. I keep hitting this mic. It's crazy. Enjoy the football. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.